Welcome, spiritual hustlers, to 53 Days of Mindfulness with EXO and Hustle, presented by Self Hired. I am so excited to have you here. We're about to spend the next 53 days together sharing and dropping knowledge on how to bring spirituality to your grind so you can balance your growth with your hustle. This series is based off the Mindfulness Deck, an actionable 55 card deck designed to take you on a journey of self-understanding, healing, and habit building. The Mindfulness Deck is now available for pre-order at exoandhustle.com. And remember, I love hearing your breakthroughs, so make sure you join the conversation online at EXO and Hustle on Instagram. All right, let's get into it. Today's episode is brought to you by Delush CBD. Delush is a holistic lifestyle company that infuses hemp CBD into your favorite wellness and skincare products. Since we're all about love and good vibes, Delush CBD products are thoughtfully curated with non-toxic ingredients and are cruelty-free. Every product is handmade with all that love and good. You can use the discount code EXO and Hustle for 15% off your next order at delush.ca. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to 53 Days of Mindfulness. I hope that you guys are all doing well today. Today's card, I really know, is truly going to raise your vibration. Today's card is Raise Your Vibration. In this card, what you will see is you'll see a woman who is in that traditional cross-legged meditation pose, wearing a real cute EXO and Hustle shirt, if I must say so myself. And her aura is just on fire. Like, you will see her crown chakra, her third eye, her throat chakra, her heart chakra, her solar plexus, her sacral, and her root. And they're just beaming. Oh my God, they look gorgeous. And outside of that, you see as her aura is just expanding and beaming, you'll see these white lights of creation just spilling out of the edge of the page. Yo, when this card came into fruition, I was like, this is going to be the card deck cover. Like, I think this is like hands down one of my favorite images ever. And you guys have already seen it 1,000,001 times because this is the image that is our title image for this entire series. I knew I had to make it the cover image for something. Why do I find this so powerful? What does raise your vibration mean? Okay, so this is actually something that I was able to put into words more recently than not. From our producer, Kevin, he always talks about like, how do you like enter a room? Like, how do people feel around you? And it really made me think that like, we are so responsible for the energy that we create and for the energy that we bring into a room. And the more and more that I thought about that, I was like, this idea really aligns with our vibrational frequency. And so I wrote it down because I didn't want to get it wrong. So when we're feeling low vibrational, we're feeling feelings of shame, guilt, and fear. When we're about to like, okay, we know what, we're going to go from that shame, guilt, or fear, and we want to raise up, we're going to, don't think that you can just go from shame to like enlightenment. It's okay if you can't, because there's other ones on the spectrum, right? So let's say I want to move from shame, guilt, and fear. Then I move to anger, pride, courage, neutrality. It's kind of like I get hella fucking pissed, I get hella fucking prideful, and then I'm like neutral. I'm just like, I don't care about nothing, But that caring about nothing is so much not easier, but it's still so much more high vibrational than fear or shame. And so when you take that neutrality and you're like, I'm going to put a why behind the things that I do. I'm going to put some reason here. I'm going to add some love into the mix. I'm going to connect to my joy. I'm going to think about enlightened thoughts. I'm going to raise my consciousness. You are vibrating at a frequency that literally looks like this image. You are expanding outwards. You are connecting to some of the highest energies that this universe has to explore for you. And so it's like, okay, we understand all these things. Now, how do I actually do it? So there's an exercise that I do that really, truly helps me out. Because when I think about my vibration, sometimes, I am a little bit more susceptible to feeling a little bit like, I don't want to say low, but just like more in the like neutrally states, right? And so I think a lot about joy. And I'm like, okay, how do I feel when I'm in joy? And so I'll close my eyes and I'll imagine my aura around me. And this is like hands down, like you'll hear me, you've probably already heard me say this, like imagine your aura, because for me, it's been a huge shortcut onto like how to actually understand my energy. And so I'll imagine my aura and I'll close my eyes and I'll just think of what does joy feel like to me? And I'll start connecting to that joy within my heart. And then I'll imagine it expanding that feeling of joy into my entire aura. And as that happens, I swear to God, like I literally feel like Mario, like do 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 do, and I just raise and like get higher and higher, and I feel so vibrant and beautiful and like so connected to like the good things in life, you know? And like when I enter rooms after doing that exercise, I can see how my joy radiates to other people and how it raises their vibration, and how like I get to meet more people where I'm at when I'm on that frequency, who are also running at the frequency of joy and love and enlightenment and expansion. So I want you guys to close your eyes as long as you're not driving, and just think about joy. You can honestly do this with your eyes open, okay? Just imagine, like, not imagine, connect to, because I'm sure we've all felt joy. Like, connect to that joy and think of like, what does that joy feel like? How does it feel in my body? How does it feel in my spirit? How do I feel mentally when I'm in a joyful state? And the more and more that you connect to that, even if you're in a space where you're feeling a lot of shame or feeling a lot of guilt, maybe it'll move you to anger, like, fuck you for making me feel this fucking way. But that anger is still a rung up from shame and guilt. So you've done so much work. This is one of those things that you're gonna have to continuously keep working at. It's like one of those tools that I would say that I try to do every single day, because then I'm able to enter my life like that. So like I said, connect to your joy, connect to the truest feelings of love that you've experienced, and imagine that expanding outwards in your aura. And I promise you, eventually you're gonna look as fly as this girl on this piece of paper, and you're gonna feel like this limitlessness within yourself, that you're just like, yo, I can do and be whatever I want, and I don't want to connect to those lower vibrational thoughts or feelings anymore. And I promise you, yo, the more that you do this, the less you're actually going to feel those lower vibrationals, because you are going to start to realize that joy feels better than fear. And once you start connecting to that, you're going to realize that you can create that any time that you want. So your guys' don't mind my hustle affirmation for the day is, may I raise my vibration high. Continue strengthening your intuition offline by pre-ordering the Mindfulness Deck at exoandhustle.com. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe and share with all your friends so you can all bring spirituality to your hustle. Until next time, keep being the spiritual hustler you already are.